Hi, I'm Roland with Impress Computers, and today we have with us Larry discussing about the advantages of hosted exchange. Many small businesses run on a Yahoo or a Gmail account. They may be running on POP3 or SMTP settings, or they could actually have free emails that are coming from their website. And there's certain advantages for paying for hosted exchange, and Laramie's going to discuss that. Why would a small business want to go with hosted exchange?
Well, there's a multitude of reasons, like you stated before. Most small businesses usually get their emails from their web provider. It's usually a POP system. And that POP system really doesn't allow you to have the same information on all your devices everywhere. So what ends up happening is the small business owner ends up wasting his most precious commodity, which is his time. He has to check his emails at work, has to check his emails on his phone, he has to check his emails at his office, and organize on all three of those devices. Sometimes IMAPs will work, but the reliability of them is, they're not reliable at all for any reason as far as synchronizing across devices. They may work for 3 to 5 years, and then all of a sudden one day they don't work anymore forever again. One of the major benefits is that the security on Exchange is about 5 to 6 times better than what you have on your average POP served from just a web host. People that use Gmail and email and things like that and use a web browser, they don't have that problem because they are checking in the same place, and it's across all devices because you're using a browser. But some of the features and functions don't integrate with all devices. Like certain Gmail accounts won't sync properly with BlackBerry phones, and they won't sync properly with the BlackBerry calendars and things like that. So you don't have full synchronization with all devices. With hosted exchange, it is the premier email product on the face of the planet. It will synchronize with literally all devices. Granted, iPhones sometimes do updates and they lose their synchronization, but the tech fix for that is just simply deleting the account and then adding it again.
So in other words, you just put in your username, password, and away you go.
That's correct.
And if somebody sets up a calendar appointment, it's going to appear on your phone, it's going to appear on your home computer, and it's going to appear on your office computer. What about your contacts? Do those automatically synchronize? Because I know people have had problems in the past. They'll have contacts on their phone, and they'll have contacts on their laptop, and they'll have contacts at home. None of them are synchronized.
Well, that's the next greatest part about Exchange, is the contacts synchronize from place to place to place, from every device across all things. One of the benefits that I found over using it over the years is that a lot of times when I'm adding a contact on my phone, I don't add that much information. I'm just saving a phone number, saving a name, something quick, this and the other, maybe a picture, something silly like that. But when I'm sitting at my computer and I'm on Outlook and I'm actually entering in somebody's contact information, I'm more apt to actually fill out that information.
Put everything, all the information, their address. And
that's correct. And one of the benefits there is most phones have GPS nowadays. So if you have an appointment with somebody and you don't happen to have their address, you don't have to call them anymore. You go on your contacts, hit it, you're done. That is one of the largest benefits, is to be able to have those contacts available to you on all devices. That goes same for your emails. One of the other portions that synchronizes are your actual folders for your email and your sent, deleted items, and drafts. How many times has somebody been in the field and needs to look at an email that they sent somebody else 2-3 weeks ago? Well, you can dig and search deeper and deeper and deeper into Exchange than you can on most email accounts. One of the biggest scary things that a business owner has to face is if he's on a POP3, or if he just likes Outlook and he happens to be using Gmail, he goes to download his emails to his computer. Something happens to his computer, all his organization, all of his notes that he's taken, all of the tasks that they put together, all of the attachments to those emails are gone. If you use a public service like Gmail, you're limited to a certain amount of space, and if you receive a lot of emails with a lot of attachments and you want to save those attachments forever, what's going to happen when you're 2-3 years down the road, you've got an email box full of attachments and full of emails, your email box gets full. Attachments on public clouds like Google and things like that, because they are free, those attachments expire after a while. You'll lose those attachments.
So if you're an architect or somebody who takes a lot of photographs and those are important for running your business, you could actually lose all of that information.
That's correct. Whereas with Exchange, if you have an attachment on an email, you will keep that attachment the entire time, because it is an unlimited archiving size box. You have your space that's your active space, and then you have an archive under that. That archive is unlimited space. Anything and everything that you put in there will stay there forever.
And what about security? Say, for example, your laptop gets stolen.
Well, that's one of the other big differences between the Exchange services that are offered here versus a public service or a basic company service. Exchange services offered here are actually different than even other Exchange services that other people offer you. You don't have technicians that will actually walk you through and tell you, okay, we're going to generate a good secure password for you. We're going to look at audit your Exchange and make sure that all the permissions are set right. Make sure nobody else in your organization is actually messing with anything. Because with one of the benefits comes another downfall, but at the same time, it's a great benefit. You have the ability in Exchange to actually share email boxes inside of your email with other employees. Calendars, contacts, notes, tasks. You can track tasks between employees. You can assign a task to somebody, that little known feature inside of Outlook that no one ever uses. You can assign a task and attach an employee's email to that, and when they check the box to say that it's done, you will be notified.
So you get notified that he's actually completed the task.
That's correct.
What about if your hard drive crashes? We see it here all the time. Person comes in, I was using Outlook, my hard drive has crashed, I've got to get my emails. Now sometimes the only way to get it is through expensive data recovery.
Well, your emails are not really actually on your computer. With Exchange, it's not they're downloading to a file and they sit on your hard drive. With Exchange, you actually have what's called an OST. It synchronizes with the environment that's actually in the cloud on the Exchange server. What happens is it downloads a copy of everything into that file, and you make changes to that file. If that file goes away, go down, buy you a new computer, put in your username and password, and then wait probably about 30 to 45 minutes, everything will populate. And everything, I mean folders, subfolders, rules, even your rules to where an email comes in and it's automatically filed for you, your contacts, your task, your calendars, everything.
So you don't have the risk of losing anything, and you've got the security in case it gets stolen.
That's correct. The last benefit that I like to let people know is, let's say you've got an appointment. I'm just going to give you a small scenario. Let's say you've got an appointment and you've got a specific contract that you want this person to sign, or a specific document for that appointment. Now, everybody using Outlook knows that they can attach documents to actual calendar items. Well, when you do it in the cloud at Exchange, that calendar item is then available on your laptop, your phone, and everywhere. So you don't have to actually, print it out, take it with you, this, that, and the other. You can actually open it from your phone, send it to them via email. It makes life easier because your data, your information, everything that you need to run your organization, the communications of your organization or business, it makes them available to you across all devices.
Excellent. And the cost is only $14 per user per month, which is very reasonably priced.
It's relatively inexpensive because on top of all of these wonderful features in Exchange, you also get a dedicated tech department that will answer any of your questions for you, help you with setup, help you with recovery, and teach you how to install on a new machine. So you can do it yourself later, because it's as simple as just entering a username and password.
Great. Thanks, Laramie.